Alright, we are back. My name is Ashley Nicole. I'm a K-tip specialist and educator and content creator, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. This is part 2 of sourcing hair in Guangzhou, China. Alright, finally made it to the main building of the beauty exchange. This place is fucking massive. Just to give y'all a little bit of perspective, I am on the first floor. This is where all like the hair extensions, wigs, bundles, beauty tools, products, that's all on the first floor. Second floor is lashes and nails, cosmetics, there's skincare, and then on the upper floor there is salon equipment, shapewear, just some of everything is in here. So if you're looking to start a business or you are already in business, this is where you need to be. If you're looking for suppliers, stay tuned because I will be dropping all the information for suppliers so that way you can start your own beauty brand and you don't have to make the trip all the way to Guangzhou, China. So before we get started, I do want to let you know that I don't have any footage of the second day I was sourcing hair in China. While I was in there recording that first half, I did see a whole bunch of signs that said no recording, no photography, otherwise you will be fined. But that's okay because everything I'm going to give you in this video is way more valuable than any footage that you would have seen. And if you've been following me, you already know I do not gatekeep, so I will give you all of the suppliers. Just watch until the end. Now, if you didn't watch part 1, go ahead and watch that. I'll link it right here if I figure that out, or it'll just be right here in the description box. Watch part 1, but in summary, I was in Guangzhou, China on a brand trip with LuvMe Hair. I was there to film a commercial, which I actually just got the first draft back, and it is unbelievable. I did have some free time, and obviously I had to hit the markets. I got to source hair firsthand and beauty products. And today in this video, I'm going to break down everything that I learned and what I did to find the best suppliers in Guangzhou, China. I walked around for hours, and when I say hours, I mean hours. I know I got at least 20k steps in, and if you watched the first video, you know it was hot. Not inside the beauty center, but as I was walking around like throughout the outdoors and trying to find like the different places, I was burning up hot. I was going booth to booth, floor to floor, and I wasn't just looking for hair suppliers, I was also looking for beauty tools and lash suppliers too. All right, so made it inside. Thank goodness there's air conditioning. I'm gonna stop and get me a coffee for sure. I found K-tip tools, grabbed samples for those. Flat irons, got a sample of that, and that flat iron is like 10/10, especially if you've been behind the chair for a while. You know, flat ironing hair, you can really start to like hurt your wrist, and it really starts to irritate me. So the flat iron that I did buy has like the best, what is it called, like ergonomics? Yeah, it has that. Anything that you can think of in like a standard beauty supply store, multiply that times like 1,000 and then consider wholesale pricing. The best part about shopping like face to face was that I can pick everything up and I can talk to the suppliers directly. I can ask them all the questions, and obviously I can test the products instead of buying blindly. And maybe not everyone can fly to Guangzhou, China, and I get that, but I want you to understand the full process of actually sourcing products for yourself, for your brand. And sourcing hair and products directly is going to completely change the way that you do business in general. All right, so let's talk about what actually makes a good supplier. Because sourcing hair is very tedious, and I want to be honest with you, you need to have a lot of patience because the process is not quick. Since being behind the chair and like taking my business serious, I've sourced a lot of suppliers. I have suppliers that I've had for over 10 years, and I hold on to them very tightly. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes a lot of testing before you find the perfect supplier for your business. With my supplier list, you won't have to worry about spending extra money. You won't have to worry about whether or not these suppliers are trustworthy because I did the work for you. When I am vetting suppliers, this is what I'm looking for. Shipping. That is second when it comes to like what it is that I'm actually looking for in a supplier. The first is always the quality. Next is the shipping. How fast can I get my products? Because 10 times out of 10, I am waiting for that hair so I can service my client. And usually clients do not want to wait 3 to 5 business days. No, they want it ASAP. So it's important that when you do find a supplier that they have quick turnaround time and quick shipping. You cannot be cheap when it comes to the shipping process. I know some suppliers want to be cost efficient for you and say, hey, we can ship it by sea. No, 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 no. Ship it by air. 2-day air if you can. The processing needs to be 1 to 2 business days. Like, this needs to move quickly. Your supplier taking 6 weeks to ship things out is not going to work. Your customers will not come back. And guess who takes the blame? Not the supplier, you do. So you need to know the timelines before you commit to a supplier. Do they really have what they're telling you that they have in stock and ready to go? And suppliers can be a little bit shady. They might show you one thing and then you get something else. That's why getting samples first for me is a non-negotiable. But me being in China, I didn't have to order all of the things. I was able to touch, feel, and test it right then and there. A quality supplier is going to be okay with you wanting samples. They're not going to try to pressure you into buying a huge bulk order. If they do, that is a major red flag and you do not want to do business with them. Next, can they give you the same quality every single time? We all heard about, okay, maybe I just got like a bad batch. We don't have time or the money or the resources for a bad batch. It needs to be quality every single time. It needs to be consistent. That can cost you clients, money, and your reputation. Your reputation is on the line every single time you put a product in someone's hands. So consistency is everything. Next, this one is a big one for me. Communication. When it comes to my brand and my business, I have to be able to communicate with my supplier quickly, consistently. It needs to be, when I contact you, I do need a response back. If you have a supplier that is terrible with communication, you will be needing a new supplier. Trust me. So let's talk about testing suppliers. We all know about the burn test. We all know about scraping the hair for like the cuticle, but it's also important that you do these things, which is why I say ordering samples is super important. Before you spend any real money, order a sample and test the hair for yourself. I've tested them. I know they're amazing. Get the product in your hands. You want to feel it. You want to touch the weft. You want to touch the hair. You want to wash it. You want to, blow dry it, curl it, flat iron. You want to do all of the things before you fully commit to such a huge order. If you're a stylist, install the hair. That is how you will be able to see the real performance of the hair and the real quality of the hair. I always suggest either a friend or a long-term client and be very transparent with them. Let them know like, hey, I am testing a new supplier. Can I install this hair on you? And can you give me weekly or bi-weekly updates? And if you aren't a stylist, give the hair to a hairstylist for free and say to them, hey, can you install this on one of your clients and provide me with feedback within a week to 2 weeks and let me know how the hair is performing. Some things that you want to pay attention to are the shedding. All hair sheds, it's going to happen, but is it shedding excessively? Are you brushing your hair and it's like you have a dog all over your car? If it is shedding too much, the hair is not good. Does it have a weird chemical smell? Because if the hair is supposed to be unprocessed, it shouldn't have a strong chemical smell. Is the color consistent throughout the bundle? These are all signs of quality or lack of it. The list that I have for you has 5 hair suppliers up there. You can test them all at the same time. They are perfectly fine with sending you samples. So this part is for my girls who want to start a hair business, but they do not have the funds up front to invest in a full bulk order. So let me tell you, you can start a hair business without having money up front or product up front in hand. Now, is it ideal to have stock on hand? Absolutely. Because you will have customers reach out to you like, hey, can I pick up the hair today? Can I get it tomorrow? Can I get it in 2 days? And it would suck to miss out on that order because you don't have the product on hand. But if you're strictly selling online, you can start a hair business without having product on deck. You can do one of 2 things. You can sell strictly on a pre-order basis where the client orders the hair, you put the order through, you receive the hair, and then you ship it out to the customer. You can definitely do that, or you can make it easier for yourself and just do drop shipment. Drop shipment is you create a website, you put all the products up there, you create unlimited stock. The moment you get an order on your website, you are reaching out to your supplier, you are putting that order in, and you are having your supplier ship it directly to your customer. When you are doing that, it is very important that your supplier offers packaging. You do not want an order shipped out without your logo and your branding on it. Every supplier can create custom packaging for you. It's not a big deal. It may not be ideal, but this is a real business model. I started the same way. What makes this work is communication and transparency. On your website, you should be very clear and transparent. Hey, it's going to take 2 to 3 business days to process and 3 to 5 business days to receive. Obviously, you want the orders to come through, but if you are giving people false hope, it does not build trust and your business will crumble before it even begins. You want to communicate every step of the way. Check in with your customers. That level of customer service will bring them back every single time. Customers are loyal to people who communicate well and are trustworthy, period. They're going to appreciate the fact that you over communicated with them throughout the entire process. People love a stylist or a brand that invested in what they are providing. That trust right there is worth way more than a warehouse full of hair. So if you don't have any stock on hand, you can most definitely offer drop shipment. It's very simple. Building a beauty brand is simple, but it takes time and it takes patience. There's a lot that goes into creating a brand. I've been doing this for well over 10 years. So when I started building my brand, I started just like you. What did I want my brand to stand for? What did I want to be known for? I want to be known for quality and being transparent, and that's what I'm known for, and my customer experience. Every single brand owner that you look up to has gone through the same exact process. Everyone has started at ground zero. Difference is that they did not give up. There's going to be hurdles, there's going to be things that you have to deal with, problems that you have to solve. But as long as you have the tools and the integrity, you can get through it. You can build something so massive, or you can create just passive income for yourself. You have to be committed to the journey and you have to be committed to quality, the quality of your products. I had to put the work in. I had to physically walk throughout that entire beauty center in order to find suppliers that were perfect for my brand and align with what it is that I am looking for. I did all of the work. I walked, I asked questions, I tested everything, I followed up with suppliers, and I did what was necessary in order to find the best for me and for you. It can sound like a lot, it can seem like it's overwhelming, but trust me when I tell you it is possible. Don't let this discourage you. I want this to inspire you. I want this to put a fire under your ass to say like, okay, she can do it, I can do it too. So at this point, you should be feeling inspired, educated, and ready to start your beauty brand. Because everything that you need to get started is already in my supplier list. And I put it right here in the description for you. You'll have hair suppliers, lash suppliers, packaging, and beauty tool suppliers. Whether you're a stylist that's looking to save money, have better quality options for your clients, or just someone who wants to create a new business for themselves and bring in new money, let this list be your starting point. My socials are also linked below, so you can always reach out to me there if you have any questions. And I want you to come find me. I want you to show me what it is that you're building. I want you to share your success with me. I want to see your process. And if you haven't, go back and watch part 1 so you can see how this entire trip started. Real quick before we go, drop a comment and let me know what you want me to cover next. Do you want me to dive deeper into some things, or what questions you have as far as building a beauty brand? There is logistics, pricing, how to build a website, how to market, the content. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all in the next one. Alright, so I'm at the Beauty Exchange Center and my DD let me out on the lower level, so I'm definitely getting my steps in right now. I think this looks familiar from the last time I was here, but we're definitely about to find out. And it's like a huge incline, so getting my steps in, working the ass. Alright. The day has drained me. I came, I saw, I conquered, got a bunch of shit, got some stuff for my friend. Now I'm on my way to see my supplier, get some things from her. She has the best Burmese curly K-tips, like chef's kiss. Super light, curly, holds straightening very well. It's just like perfection. But these bitches in my business, cut me out, you're choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me, keep